Don't play to him. I'll get hit on though.
Sorry, you don't play, bull.
Chill.
I killed the one bull.
You know.
I don't know.
What about the sniper?
I shot at him. He dipped. He was getting shot at by somebody else. Huh. Whoa. Sniper. Where at, Mike? Let's grab our loadout. Come on. I'll cover you on the buy station. But just buy it and bring it up here.
Nah, do it. Oh,
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, you can't really get picked off in the middle. If you sit right here, you're safe. This is the spot. You're just completely there.
They're fighting in there.
Man, we can just throw all the shells. And hit the first wheel that runs out, Kevin, in his head. I promise you.
Remove your marker. You just can't get picked off.
They play fake to Elliott.
You're at 40. What about you?
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
So
and a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
No, I'm always third party. Oh my God, bro, I hate this fucking game. I don't know, bro, because I fucking down the one bro, and I got third party like always, bro. I hate this game. He's really fucked us, bro. It's so annoying, bro. I hate him.
The loss of a full 3
insane,
yards,
bro.
and
I
now
hope
it's
you heard
second
that.
down. Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Right on this, man.
Picked off at the 40. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this
bro, someone just got picked up.
First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to cook up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Watch it.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play
bro, it's just
and
so
to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards.
I should grab the other roof.
You hit from all over, bro. Get down, Kev.
Bro, bro, this is fucking ridiculous, bro. I just wasted all my bullets already.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a third down.
I hate just sitting around.
No, he's racing.
Play action. Eason. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready, ready. 18,
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Can you shout out?
Yeah, bro, they know we're here, bro.
Is insane, doesn't it? When they see that
oh my
happen,
God, bro, I'm getting shot from left and right, bro.
Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Bro, I'm getting shot. Where am I getting shot from, bro? They're on the rooftops that we should be on. They're up there, dog.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
I'm gonna drop that, bro.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone.
I hit him first.
Touchdown.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Ezekiel Elliott,
I'm not even in these line
60
sights.
yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I forgot what kind of
Extra point by
trios,
Simon,
man.
up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at
Bro, you
7
win
now
this whole
as they
game,
kick
bro.
it
You fucking
away.
held me, bro. You're top 5.
Who, me?
That'll be
Yeah,
taken
bro.
in the end
Just
zone.
leave the game, bro. Now we're fucking fighting threes.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Wasting time.
Bro.
Play true. 2 people.
Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind,
The
bro,
Titans
playing this game.
offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end
We gotta
zone
get the
on their
fuck out of
opening
that.
drive of the season.
They should keep them loose in the first spot, bro. I tried telling you
Results here on the
that. Now they
first
got a
down
game
run as he
on
takes
that.
us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pin down, bro.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and he'll get to the 29-yard line.
Where'd you get shot from?
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
Oh my God, bro. I lagged off the loop. I lagged off the loop, bro.
And take off.
The fucking
Anytime you
lead,
call an inside running play, you just know
1 second I
there
was
should
on
be
the
a
loop,
lot of
second.
congestion
Right
there.
here on me.
You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled
Cover me,
up.
cover me, cover me.
To throw on 2nd down.
Eason.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes
Bro,
down.
I gotta
Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Cover me, coming up.
Eason. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, I'm going to drop you my 3 and I'm going to pick up 5 more. Here. The street plates right here.
These two teams all tied after 1. Third and short yardage. Prescott being chased out left. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Where at, Mike?
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Safe.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. But they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
We gotta climb this ladder, dog.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
He's distracted. Get on me. They're fighting. Come on. That's what's up. No, they're fighting somewhere else. The D-Bay, you're shooting at first time.
For the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Are you with me? 37 meters to our left. Huh?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2
I'm getting shot at. The ball under us has no plates.
Game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
Right here.
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself. That was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Oh, Prescott stripped.
I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's happening.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
Good. I hope
because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There we go.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete.
Kicking like a mop.
Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
Come this way.
Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Calling
no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
You can hold this roof. You still can hold this.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark.
Don't stand there. Don't stand there.
All knotted up at 7.
You're going to get fucking locked.
A reminder coming up at halftime. It's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Sniper tower just downed him up there.
Davis, that's complete. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
We saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
That's fine, line.
After the penalty, it's Penny.
Fucking easy, dog.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting in a field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. And that's Elliott, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Prescott now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Here's Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Where you want to go?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the gun, Eason got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. from a yard out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
There you go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Derrick Henry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
It's on the roof.
Let's go. 15-1.
Can you jump to that?
I'll jump down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
They'll
get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, 27 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Come this way. What?
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Come on, bro. It's just... Oh my God, drop red, bro.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just giving them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. On 1st down, Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Bro, pick up my armor box and I dropped it.
They created some nice space for him.
I needed that sounds.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, one set. Check, right 54.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he will find his man on the outside.
Let's play here for a minute.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Right here.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Beefeater.
That's what I'm running.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Eason. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're pitching hard.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
You gotta go.
Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver is trying to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because it's almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the ball. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
We see the fronts to the perimeter. When we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
22 yards there, a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing, Prescott. Forced out to his, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Harold Landry in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. And he's going to go down again. Harold Landry, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Corridor left.
Right there, 54, right there.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
Oh my God, bro, they're right here. Get inside.
When they called the play, just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting?
I'm gonna pass this thing, bro. I'm gonna play this thing,
they actually
bro.
call a set and then say at the end of it,
inside the door, bro.
So it's preached, it's
Nah,
coached,
bro, I'm
it's
off,
thought
bro. I'm
about.
not doing this tonight, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, I'm cool. Fucking good sesh now, bro. You know what I'm gonna do, bro. It's so bored.
His throw incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver.
At the firehouse, dog.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17.
In that truck, bro.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 55. Check 55. Mike. Get in the weight room.
First down, Prescott.
Can't believe I got fucking stuck, bro. That's what's so wrong with this
And
thing,
my
bro.
goodness,
So
another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry.
Nobody, bro, because I checked right there.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd
So
and
right
3.
at that house. I got stuck to the left at the next house. I got stuck on that door right there, bro.
First game under
So
their belts. For
fucking
you and
annoying
I,
this game,
that
bro.
first Thursday night
It's the
game
worst Call
also
of
good
Duty
for us
ever.
to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tennessee, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.
Sean Evans, Harold Landry, Jeffrey Simmons Jr., Taylor Lewan.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch out flip, watch out whip. I'm in the whip.
Where should we go? What roof?
No, dude. I'm lagging now.
inside blue, they all on my. Hey, back then, they know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sit. I made her when I shot out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, you out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the bill. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Bro, like
across the way. He shot me through the wall. Watch yourself.
Okay, let's push now. Let's go after that.
Can you fucking on my loadout? Will you cover me?
Oh, structure code.
Yeah, get somewhere. We gotta get in somewhere.
Want somewhere with a roof.
They're in here, dog. They're in here. Throw on the roof. Throw on the roof. Throw on the roof. Quietly. Get in there quietly. Come on, Mike. Right on this.
Door. Nice. Give me go. This shit, bro. FAL is dangerous.
Alright, more damage to you, and I don't even have a kill. On this roof. We gotta figure a spot out, Mike. They're above us.
No, they jumped off, taking a chance.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. Yeah, I can't spend the day with you. I'm on in my
look at this game. I'm stuck.
Alright, bro, I'm off, bro. I started to do camping, bro.
Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Was putting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback.